Millions of people in northern China are breathing the air with chemicals every day. Since China's economy has skyrocketed, power plants, factories, and heavy industries are all belching out black, dirty air at the cost of our health and our environment. Haze mostly shows up in the area countries which has high population density. Almost half of China is covered with haze. In the year 2013, there are only 5 days of a year which has no haze in Beijing. There's a report indicates that 500 largest cities in China, only 1% of them reaches the World Health Organization recommended air quality standards. Another report indicates that Beijing's haze is composed of 22.2% of exhaust gas, 16.7% of coal, and 16.3% of dust. Ironically, Beijing and Shanghai will soon be required to have training of so-called blind landings. High levels of air pollution in Beijing and Shanghai in recent weeks forced hundreds of flights to be cancelled or delayed. There is a significant difference between haze and fog. Fog consists of above 90% of moisture. Unlike haze, it's toxic like a subtle health killer. Hazes consist of too many substances, and the majority of them are harmful for people. There are sulfate, nitrate, and moist dust that allows microorganisms to be easily attached to. That's why many people in China are very concerned about their health. Imagine if you breathe some air in. The harmful substances will directly go into your respiratory tract and your lungs. Haze can easily induce cardiovascular disease because humidity and low air pressure cause people can't sweat as much as they normally do, and there is a higher chance of triggering heart attack. Personally, my nose is really sensitive. Last year, I went back to China on summer break. As soon as I walked out the airport in China, I started sneezing, and I kept sneezing for the first week until I get used to the air condition in China. There are a few reminders that you should know when there's a haze outside. First of all, don't go outside for exercises or jogging, and try to reduce your time spending outside. You should check whether you can clearly see the sun to determine if there is a heavy haze outside. When you really have to go outside, always remember to put up a mask that helps you breathe in less harmful substances into your body. Secondly, close all the windows in your house when there is heavy haze, and try to find another better time to open windows for fresh air when there is less haze outside. Thirdly, try to keep a distance with roadways because that's where most likely dirty air will be polluted. Fourthly, you should supply all kinds of vitamins, especially vitamin D. The purpose of this video is not only about how much air pollution China has created to make such a disaster, or what you need to protect yourself when there is a heavy haze. Also, I'm using China as an example to warn you, if we keep polluting burned coal or gasoline, overusing factories, then one day your countries will have the chance to end up getting the same situation like China now. If we realize how big the problem is as a community, we may stop the tragedy happens in other countries, or possibly even solve the haze problem in China now. Again, don't get me wrong, I'm not telling you to stop driving your cars or anything else, but if you are going to somewhere far, try not to use your car if it's unnecessary. You can take public, ride your bike, or just walk on foot sometimes. If every one of us contributes a little thing in daily life, the whole community would get massive benefit out of it.